The most important thing a student can do while they're in school is to get internships, and not just one, but get at least two, maybe three internships while they're here. Internships lead to jobs. 45% of the students who had internships went to work for the companies that they interned with. So that's a job path. So get the internship. Employers are more concerned about your experience than about your grade point average. They want to see, are you going to be able to work and make a contribution to the company or to the organization if you go to work for a nonprofit, for instance? Are you going to be able to make a contribution to the organization? How much training am I going to have to do? Am I going to have to look over your shoulder and tell you what to do on every little thing? Are you going to be able to go do your job, get things done, help the organization grow? And the best way for students to get to that point is to have an internship so they can see how a company really works. And they've got that experience. Because then when they do go to work for another company, they can say, I've worked and I understand what the workplace is like. So the number one thing every student needs to focus on is getting that internship. And it used to be one internship would be enough. Not anymore. Most employers are looking for 2 or 3 internships. They want to see that you've done a variety of things. So get the internships. The other thing that a student needs to do is focus on the ability to have a good resume and have good interview skills, because it's always going to be a one-on-one. The resume is going to get you in the door. If they like what they see when they read about you, they will invite you in for the interview. Your resume has got to show things that you've accomplished. It's not a job description. You can't say, like, I was responsible for boxing up a package to go to someplace. You've got to say, I was responsible for boxing 47 boxes in a 24-hour period. And you got to quantify everything that you've done to make it look like you have accomplished something. It can't be a job description. So resumes are really important. Knowing how to interview is really important. The third thing that's really critical for you is to have an idea about the kinds of companies that you would like to go to work for. I call it a hit list. What's the hit list of organizations that you'd like to go to work for? Have you gone through a Google search? Have you gone through a look at all of the industry books to find out what kind of companies are located where, and what kind of company would you like to work for? Would you like to work for a big company, a small company, a company in Atlanta, or a company in New Jersey, or a company in California? Do you know where you want to be? So you've got to have a good resume. You've got to know how to interview. You've got to have a hit list of organizations and companies that you want to go to work for. And the best thing going for you is going to be internships. That's absolutely critical.